Regulators overseas are now tripling fines and naked short selling. Hopefully, the US will soon take notes. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk about, first of all, really quick, the trades we executed in Discord from last night to this morning, which first of all was AGNC puts. Now down 3% on the morning. We were up 45% on those contracts, and we got out of those. Probably could have held a little bit longer as this stock does not look too good on the charts, but secured a nice 45% profit over there. Next up, I was talking about it yesterday, was Wolf, TeraWolf, ticker symbol WULF. This one, I'm sorry, we made 45% on, and AGNC was up 75%. So we were up 75% on these contracts on AGNC, and then for TeraWolf, we are currently up 45%, and I am personally still holding. The stock has a lot of volume that has been recently coming in, and there could be a lot more room for upside. I'm also going to say AMC and GameStop are looking very well, and I'm going to show you what I just did and why they're about to pop off. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch until the end, and turn post notifications on, guys. Let's get into it. Before we jump into AMC and GameStop, I want to bring this one up again. I brought it to your attention, and it's up 15%. CYCC, now fighting resistance, not with the wick, but with the body of the candle at $1.50. And if this carries more momentum, it's an easy move up to $2, to $2.40, to $2.76, $3.31, $4.02, so on and so forth. Again, this is very risky. The play could absolutely be over. I'm just putting it on your radar. Now remember, if you want the trades that I showed you at the beginning of the video, it's the third link right here for the Discord. It's a coffee a month. As soon as I enter trades like that, I post them in Discord. Now, someone has been slowly accumulating AMC $10 calls for March, which are 135% out of the money with an IV of 108%. The first big entry was on September 11th with 4,000 contracts worth $165,000. And then Monday, 1,800 contracts worth about $50K. And AMC's open interest sitting at 11,015, still gradually increasing, nearing over $250,000 worth of bets, extremely far out of the money. I also want to touch on the Q3 earnings per share estimate for AMC was boosted by an analyst, Roth Capital. And before we get into the charts, here's a quick update on how hedge funds are weighing in on AMC. I love these because they try to steer them the wrong way, but if you actually just read them, Vanguard boosted its stake in AMC by 48.3% in the fourth quarter, now owning 20 million shares, worth more than 123 million after buying an additional 6.5 million shares in the last quarter. Renaissance Technologies also boosted its stake by 18.2% in the second quarter. You come down, Marshall Wace LLP bought a new stake in AMC as well in the second quarter, worth about 6.7 million. SG Americas LLC increased their position in AMC 1,894% during the second quarter. And finally, Boulder Hill Capital Management bought a new position in AMC in the first quarter. These are all institutions who are purchasing. They are not selling the stock. GameStop is also not one to forget about, as I personally entered calls in this, and I will be potentially entering calls once AMC gives me my confirmation. I'll explain that in a second. GameStop call options have been being purchased at a higher degree than AMC's, and as of right now, I think it is a decent time to buy, not only based on the charts, but based on the factor that we have historically low IV today for GameStop, sitting at 59%. Shout out to Wolf of My Street for the data that we get, and all of the Twitter posts that I read. Shout out to all of you guys for the data that retail investors get to see. Now, implied volatility being low means that you're paying less premium for the contract, which is always a good thing on the buyer's end if you're expecting a move up. I also want to throw this in the video. I was debating on throwing it in. GameStop's $3.5 billion windfall shows power of SEC rule mastery. This article just covers how GameStop is raising cash and influencers are getting stronger, so on and so forth. But the reason I wanted to throw this in the video is because GameStop's price has been in the same range. It's in the same range back and back and back and back. Yet in this time frame, you would have never guessed that the stock has raised $4 billion by selling shares, right? For some reason, GameStop cannot be pushed down, and I'm not sure why, to the same degree that AMC is pushed down. Anyway, as of right now, GameStop is looking great, in my opinion. It has come down to the bottom of this flag, and that is why I personally entered calls. This could flush if the cycle's wrong, if the market's weak, if we get a very negative catalyst, so on and so forth. Right now, I don't see any one of those filling in the blanks, and GameStop, I expect to come right back to the top of this channel, at least up to 21.75. But most importantly, I expect it to break out of that channel, coming back up to around 23.50, so on and so forth. Overall, GameStop is looking very well. Keep a close eye on to see if this holds up here. AMC coming back up to 430. We didn't get the close. It is fighting for that 435 level. I said that crucial level. If you come and you actually look at Friday, October the 18th, you will see that the close on this day was actually $4.36. That is not enough of a close for strength, like I'm saying, to close above 435 that we need, right? The most confirmation that I need to enter calls on top of all of these other people entering call options is if we open above 435. At this point, this was a very weak close. I wouldn't consider that a close above 435. I want to close, and I want a strong close up there, right? Maybe 450 or just a lot more volume, or most importantly, an open above 435 as well. Overall, AMC is still scaling higher, fighting for this level, and it's not dropping, getting flushed down as of right now. Both right now today, we're keeping a close eye on, and it's very early in the week, so we should see some moves going forward. Touching on the options chain really quick, as far as this week goes, 60,000 calls expiring out of the money for AMC compared to 6,000 puts. All of this premium being handed to market makers. We are basically even on the options chain, so not much happening there. GameStop, even on the options chain, but all this premium going to market makers as well. Identical. However, we did see yesterday rise in short exempts 43K. This is double from the previous day, clearly wanting to push GameStop under this $20.80 level to the bottom of this range. Moving on, I want to touch on DJT stock really quick, trading at 33.77, up another 8% on the day. As we get closer to election, this stock is continuing to rally. Very simple. Next level, if it continues to rally, is 38 bucks, and then you're looking at 45 bucks on DJT. This is not one that I personally like to touch, but if you think the likelihood of Trump winning is very, very, very high, then this could be undervalued at least in November. This might be an easy ride from October 22nd, 23rd, all the way to maybe November 14th to $45, right? Just to put on your radar, because it is rallying and it's regaining volume, it's regaining momentum to the upside. SPY, 582.57, trying to come back on the day. We came all the way down to this ascending support level, and now we are scaling higher. As of right now, I believe the SPY has some news that has to be covered this week, I believe on Thursday, and it's going to either react very well or react very terribly. The likelihood of it reacting well, in my opinion, is higher just because of clearing uncertainty out of the air. That's the main thing, and if we get absurdly bad news, then it will have a terrible overreaction. But as long as the news is okay and it clears uncertainty out of the air, I see the SPY still ready for liftoff up to 596.85 to 600. And this is just what I'm watching for the SPY. Bitcoin also got a pullback, but held support here beautifully at 66,500, which is something that we wanted to see. Build some momentum between 66.5 and 69 for a push up to 74. Very simple. That's what we're watching on Bitcoin. Mainly the first level before 74 is 72,500, so we'll be watching that. I still think altcoin season is here, so on and so forth. Nvidia still trading in this channel, but remaining bullish. As long as we don't close under 141, Nvidia will still remain bullish here. Tesla, I did drop a YOLO trade in Discord. I'm in puts on Tesla for their earnings call. I just want to preface that I could lose it. I want to put that out there. This is a 100% 50-50 play, and it will probably go up since I'm betting it's going to go down. I'm just saying, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Basically, investors have priced in negative things on Tesla already, which means Tesla could very well go higher. However, one droplet of bad numbers or bad guidance, in my opinion, is just going to push this stock sub 200, sub 183.50 over the next 3 months. And that's something that I'm looking for to potentially happen. I think investors are very harsh on Tesla stock based on the news that they get. And also, Elon Musk does not care about hyping people up, hyping the company up in these earnings calls. It seems as if he just does the bare minimum, right? And this is just ultimately my trade that I'm making. Let me know what you're doing in the comments down below. It would also be smart to not touch it with a 10-foot pole. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to like the video on your way out, subscribe to the channel, get in the Discord because I post my trades as soon as I enter them, and overall we talk stocks with the most amazing people, and we talk crypto in there. There's option sweeps, dark pool order news, insider trades, market news, all as soon as they come out, you will be alerted. So there's no reason not to get in the Discord. It's only a coffee a month. Realistically, with all the tools that we have in there and everybody in there, I could be charging probably $20 to $50 a month, in that range, but I'm not going to be doing that. The second link under the video will likely pay for Discord. If you use my link, open an Amumu account if you don't have one yet, and make a deposit into your account, you're getting up to 15 free stocks and earning 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash with zero risk, as well as getting a $30 cash reward. Just open an account, and once you're approved, deposit into there. Also getting level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader. And if you want my custom indicator, it's the top link. You can get it for free for 2 weeks, so all the way into November, you could have this for free just to test it out. It's a top link in the description of the video, pattern detection and forecasting. It detects patterns, gives price targets, and forecasts what the stock might do, and you can mess with the time frames. That is it. I love you all. Lottery Socks out.